Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with pizza sauce. Yes, we've showed this before, but this is the new and improved version. And by new and improved, I mean old and secret. But anyway, I feel like you guys are ready for this now. And here is the top secret formula. So I'm going to start my prep here with a little bit of fresh oregano. Oregano is the signature herb of pizza sauce. So I have some fresh oregano. I'm going to pull the leaves off the stem. And once those are picked, I'm going to go ahead and chop that up. And that is ready to go. All right, in a saucepan, I got some olive oil, a good amount, and a good quality olive oil. I'm going to put that on medium-low heat, and I'm going to throw in 2 anchovy fillets. That's right, there's anchovy in my pizza sauce, but not enough where people will be able to identify it. All right, so as soon as the anchovy starts sizzling like that, I'm going to throw in my minced garlic, very, very finely chopped garlic, and I'm just going to cook that for about 60 seconds. I do not want to brown the garlic. After we sizzle the garlic for about a minute, we're going to toss in our fresh oregano. At this point, we're going to turn the heat down as low as it goes. I'm going to stir in that oregano, and we're going to cook that in the oil for a couple minutes. I'm going to throw in some red chili flakes. I like my pizza sauce a little spicy. And then we're going to put in some dry oregano. Now, I know we got fresh, but we're also going to use dry because dry herbs and fresh herbs do not have the exact same flavor. All right, so depending on the recipe, sometimes we use one or the other. Here we're going to use both. Okay, so at this point, we want to add our tomatoes, and we're using these. San Marzano tomatoes from Italy, the world's best sauce tomato, without a doubt, San Marzano. All right, make sure they're the real ones from Italy. Some will just say San Marzano style. They're actually from New Jersey. And don't get me wrong, I love New Jersey. I think they should actually make it like a real state. So while I love New Jersey, the San Marzano tomatoes from Italy, far superior. All right, to prep those, we're simply going to throw those in a bowl and use our bare hand to crush them. All right, keep crushing until you have a puree. And if you're thinking, ooh, he's touching the sauce with his bare hands, I don't want to eat that pizza. What do you think we're using to make the pizza dough with? That's right, our bare hands. So relax. All right, you have an immune system, use it. All right, once the tomatoes are crushed, we're going to add that to our saucepan. If the heat's still on low, turn it up to medium. Give it a stir. And we're going to bring that up to a simmer. And while we wait for that to happen, we're going to add some seasoning, some salt, a little bit of sugar, and some black pepper. We're going to stir that in, and we're going to simmer this. Now, there's a big controversy on how long you should cook pizza sauce. Some people say not at all. It should be a raw sauce that just cooks on the pizza. Other people say you should simmer it for hours and hours. Me, I'm neutral, like a Swiss pizzeria. All right, I think you should cook it some, but it doesn't need to be cooked for hours. I simmer mine for about 35-40 minutes, which I think is just about perfect. And by the way, sometimes we skim oil off the top of sauces. Not in this case. That olive oil is part of the sauce, so stir it right in. Do not skim it. Very important to the final product. Now, there's one last top secret trick that I learned from my grandparents, where you take a very, very tiny pinch of baking soda, and you stir that in. And what it does theoretically is that soda neutralizes some of the acid. So you can kind of see it foaming up there a little bit. And that's supposed to mellow out the sauce a little bit, make it a little less acidic, and also possibly prevent heartburn. Does it really work? Who knows and who cares? My grandma did it, so I do it. Okay? You're going to taste and adjust for seasoning, and then it's done. So easy, so incredibly delicious. So next time you're making homemade pizza with our homemade pizza dough recipe, you might as well make some pizza sauce too. It's just a really, really tasty all-purpose pizza sauce recipe. A little bit spicy, a little garlicky. We have that fresh oregano flavor and a little bit of the dry oregano flavor, which is a little deeper, a little smokier. All right, don't use too much, of course. Pizzas get ruined if there's too much sauce on it. Anyway, there you go. My top secret pizza sauce recipe finally revealed. I hope you give that a try. Head over to foodwishes.com for all the ingredient amounts and more information as usual. And as always, enjoy.